More than 2 million refugees have fled that war in Ukraine in the last 2 weeks alone, and some of them have families back in the United States. But according to the State Department, Ukrainians are only being considered for resettlement in America if the countries they fled into are also unsafe. We spoke to one Ukrainian American who flew all the way to Poland from San Francisco, hoping to fly back with 2 teenage relatives, and learned here that that's not allowed.
As reports spread that war was coming to the Ukrainian city of Odessa, Marina Safy told her 19-year-old sister Victoria and 16-year-old nephew Ilya about the 622 train to Poland and told them to run.
They were able to jump on a train and stay tight. Yes, like that. So there were a lot of people who were trying to get out.
The moment the teens were safely on board, Safy and her husband ran as well, boarding the next flight from California to Poland and leaving behind their 2 children, the youngest just 2 years old.
The directions were that as soon as you get out of the train, you are not going to any volunteers. You sit there and you wait 10 days, 20 days until your auntie comes to pick you up.
They reunited 5 days ago on that now famous train platform in Przemyśl, thinking the hard part was over. But that's where the family's luck ran out.
When we went to the American embassy, they just turned us away. They have no sympathy, no understanding. Even when I say I'm American citizen, I want to take my kids.
Despite reassurance from the U.S. government.
And we're going to keep providing security assistance, economic assistance, and humanitarian assistance.
And special protections for Ukrainians already living in the U.S., the State Department so far hasn't announced any exceptions for those fleeing the war, even if their closest family relatives are American. Safy was stunned.
When the leaders of the country, tell you we stand with you, we support you, this is not actual support. Actual support is when you help me to bring my family. They don't have any place to go. They have to go with me.
To make matters worse, Victoria lost her passport in the rush out of Odessa.
Poland let her in without even checking the documents. They allow people in without even birth certificate, because there is a humanity. And why America cannot be human?
The situation has left her in what feels like an impossible no man's land. She can't leave her family in Ukraine, but she also needs to get back to her children in America.
How long can you stay in this limbo?
It's extremely hard. I'm a fighter. I'm going to be fighting for them. I will not send them back. I will never send them back.
But stuck in Poland and prohibited for now from entering the U.S., there's only one place these teenagers really want to be.
She wants to go home.
Right now, no one else in Safy's family is able to get out of Ukraine to be with those kids you're looking at there. Ilya's mother, that's Safy's other sister, is a police officer, must stay. And their grandmother is not well enough to travel, so she's stuck there as well. We reached out to Safy's congressman, that's Representative Eric Swalwell, whose office did tell us that they are going to be contacting her and will help in whatever way they can. Remains to be seen what that way will be. But for now, I'll send it back to you guys in New York.
As we see these families in Ukraine, let's keep in mind that there's no bigger family than the human race. This is not a Ukrainian issue. This is a humanitarian issue.
Yeah, and that's just one family story.
That's right. That's right. Tony, thank you so much. We'll check back in with you a little bit later.